We were excited. We had really preached, and it's kind of been our attitude to come ready to play and get off. And it's way easier to play from the front than the back. And I think our kids have done a great job. The line came out really created some opportunities for us to run and throw the ball early on, and we took advantage of it. Defense stuffed them, got the ball back on a couple of picks. I don't know, maybe they weren't both in the first quarter, but we got a couple of picks early and really challenged the defense to get some takeaways, and that really helped us out. Oh, I think we will be. I think that's why we've started pretty well in all three games, and that's kind of the attitude the kids take, that they need to be ready to go and get after it. Maybe if there's anything we might have gotten a little complacent in some of the games later on after it's been pretty much decided. But I think the focus is to get ready to go. We were expecting Burlington to come in here, having lost two fairly competitive games, especially overtime to Central, and we're thinking they're going to bring, with their backs to the wall, everything they had, and we were expecting a dogfight and a real slugfest, and I think we took that away with scoring early and shutting down their offense early, and once they were from behind, we just really couldn't get things going again. He's really running well, and I think where Jake, Tyler, they've all done a great job of being patient, sometimes letting the blocks develop. And our linemen are doing a great job of staying with the play until the whistle, getting downfield, and picking up the second and third level. So, but David he's running well, and I'm not a huge stats person, and we'll take it if he gets no yards in a win. And I think he would love that, or if he gets a lot. The key is for us to what's going to work best for our team. We're still sitting on a few things. I guess we did run a jet sweep or two, and then fake it. But we've still got a few things in the hamper, so to speak, to hopefully use in the next week or two for our advantage. Exactly, and I think a lot of that comes from the numbers we've got out, because when we're going after things in practice, you can go ones versus twos, and we're expecting these kids to step it up, and whether it's running the scout team or running our defense or offense, they're still in some pretty stiff competition and mixing it up pretty good, and that's giving them a better look. And yeah, I thought our kids stepped up. Yeah, they hit a long pass, but then we came in, broke up a few passes, had a sack, had an opportunity to get the ball back for us a little bit.
I think we've kind of been preaching this whole season that there's not really any true solo tackles during the game at all. It's all going to be team tackles. We have a lot of people flying on the ball. And then also, our second and third team defense, they've been stepping up real big. Bryce Williams, last week had that late interception to, keep the defensive shutout going. And then Blake George had that big sack. So it's a numerous amount of people stepping up and flying on the ball. Yeah, our defensive line, they just do a heck of a job. I think tonight they really dominated the game, and that kind of set the tone. A lot of time they were in the backfield even before they could really get it handed off. And on passing plays, they couldn't really get their timing because, he needs a 3-step drop for his timing, and he couldn't even get that tonight. So I think it's definitely starting up front with our defensive line. I think we are in the tougher part of our schedule, but we're going to go out next week, and we're looking forward to competing with the top-tier teams the next 2 weeks. So I think this week we had a pretty decent week of practice, and next week we're even going to go harder and just keep on intensifying practice.
Right, and it starts with practice all week. We got great scout teams that push us and make us better. I think that's one of the biggest assets we have is our scout teams and everybody contributing to the team, and that helps out me and Eric a lot. And I give him advice, he helps me out, so it's a win-win. Yeah, and that starts out again at practice, pushing everybody's got this mentality going in, hey, we starting off the season not giving up a touchdown. It's almost a given that we're going to go in and do it every time. So I think not giving up a touchdown the first 3 games is going to be a huge momentum gainer in Bendorf next weekend. Right, we've been preparing for this game all season, like any other. We still kind of got that bitter taste in our mouths from last season. We were so close and let it slip, but this year I think I think everybody's got this intensity going in that we can easily put them down and show that MAC that we're serious. Because I think if we would have came in this game and lost even a close one, I think a lot of heads would have dropped, and we still no doubt would have prepared for Bettendorf. But going 3-0, everybody's excited going into Bettendorf. So I think starting off 3-0 is huge for us. With Pruitt, he's this huge blocker. He'll get in there, he'll take up 2 guys at a time, and sometimes it gives a little stress off me, but I take it in there. I help Eric out as much as I can if he's asking for it. And the biggest thing with Eric is he takes in what I tell him, and I think he builds off that. You know, it starts off with being intense and bringing it to the first quarter. I think we beat Burlington, off this game, and coming off the bus, it's tough facing definitely a tough Clinton team, and with a big crowd and everybody's rooting for you. So both sides of the balls is getting off real strong, and everybody really wants it. I think that's the huge difference between this year and last year.